I got a variety of tips and tricks for you today. This first one is that you can destroy the elevator doors from the back side or the front side. They're all destructible now. You can also demat. And then secondary pro tip, don't forget, it also leaves it open for enemies. You can break goo walls that were recently placed by wedging yourself between them and a wall or like a doorway. Just cause them to fall totally apart. The healing orbs also provide 50 HP to your teammates. You can't do this to yourself, but if a teammate throws a healing orb on you, it will give an immediate 50 HP, as well as start a little bit of that regen from the healing orb. You can see it here from a different perspective on my own health. My buddy comes down with a healing orb, hits me with it, I get an instant 50 HP, and I start regenning from the healing orb aura. There's a few tips in this next clip. First, the Lockbolt being glitched will only cause it to go away for the glitch timer. The cash out in the final round only takes 6 seconds to steal, and a heavy can withstand 1 pyro mine without going down, so they're good to steal if there's a pyro mine on the cash out. Here's showing how the glitch works on the Lockbolt. So notice I put the Lockbolt down, it gets glitched. Wait for the 5 seconds for that glitch effect to wear off, and then watch right here. You see that hit reticle? Watch what happens when I go back in. Boom, they're re-lock bolted. So that's what happened in that last tip. Body blocking is super important, especially in the final round. And again, notice it's a 6-second steal. Because this team body blocked and it's a 6-second steal, they gave themselves just enough time to steal last second. Predicting cash out spawns and vault spawns is pretty easy once you understand the logic. Essentially, wherever there is nothing going on the map will be where those cash outs and vaults rotate to. So notice how I pinged where I thought they were going to go, and I got 3 out of 4 correct. You can use zip lines to escape danger by taking the zip line and then jumping off of it. This helps you to reposition from an enemy that's chasing you and can allow you to get a pick on somebody who had you low. You can also use this with charge and slams, though it's a lot more dangerous to do that. You just need to make sure you're close to the zip line and hope that the charge and slam doesn't delete you before you can get on it. Then go up that zip line, jump off, and reposition to get that elimination. It is totally acceptable to farm your teammates. I know I might catch some crap for this, but it's totally acceptable to farm teammates on bridge, on soul, if it leads to a wipe on the enemy team. So my teammate dematted there because there was an enemy coming, and they got the full wipe, and it just ended up getting me eliminated too. Totally fair. It's a good play by teammate. You can destroy the bridge on soul by disconnecting all of the components, the top and the bottom portions. It will cause it to drop completely. You can also eliminate the crane by shooting the base. I recommend where I'm shooting right here. I'll highlight it here in a second. This spot is much weaker than the actual base where that X was. Shooting it a couple of times will cause it to drop. And then you can also get the crane in construction all the way from hospital. It takes a bunch more shots to do it with the KS, but you can absolutely get it done. Throwing the vault at an enemy would deal 50 damage. You can also use it to block bullets from other weapons being fired at you. Keep an eye out for everything in the arena. You can even see player positions by their shadows being cast on sunny maps. If you didn't catch it, we'll go back and you can take a look at how I noticed that enemy was coming for me. So check this out. Watch in this area, you can see the shadow cross that arrow path. Here it comes, you see it there on the left. It's coming across the trees and then right there in that square. And then that's how I knew to look to my left. I predicted where it was coming from wrong, but it allowed me to position myself and protect myself from that dive. Orbital lasers will disperse smoke. All explosives do, so orbital lasers is just another one to add to the list of how to disperse smoke from the battlefield. Lights can punch throw vaults extremely far. In this specific instance, 140 plus meters by running at the jump pad on Cis Horizon and punch throwing it at the height of it. Using the momentum from the jump pad, it allows it to travel extremely far distances, allowing your team to be able to double it from very far away. I've taught you all how to use the offensive C4. Now it's time to protect yourself from it. You can see C4s being thrown through the air, and if you have something like Mesh Shield, you can protect yourself from it. It might be hard to see them at first, but once you get the idea, it's very, very easy to start to block and protect yourself from them. You can use Lockbolt to pull the cash box off of moving platforms pretty much anywhere. In this case, it's on Sol. Just Lockbolt something solid on the place that you want it to go, and as the moving platform moves, it will get pulled right off onto a stable place. If you're doubling a cash out, you can use Lockbolt on the end of the gateway to prevent the enemy team from pushing you, allowing you to get that double planted safely. Throwing the cash box at the top of the cash out will knock it over in most cases. Keep in mind you want to knock the cash box over almost at every chance that you can, because if you leave it standing, it allows enemies to steal it for free and be fully protected if they're hiding behind the side that you can't see from where you're at. And that's it for me today, y'all. Thanks for watching.